afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for January 4th, 2016. As you could tell in here, it's about 23 minutes after the close. We had a wonderful session in our Simpler Stocks Gold side today, and it went on a little later, so that's why the video is a little later in here. So today, we had the market just have a nice little rally in here, up 16 in here. All because of, one is the European market was up, which definitely helped the mood of it. And also today we had a lot of the dogs of the Dow, so to speak, to go up. So at the end we had the ES is up 1650. We had the NASDAQ up 43, Russell up 9. Bonds down all of 3. At one time we're down 106. And I got to tell you, very interesting situation in the bonds, which we showed in the unusual option activity. And we discussed in the chat, and I'll go over in a minute in here. I'll give you one tidbit of the kind of things that we show in Simpler Stocks on the premium chat. Yeah, today the industrial's up 119, back with a chance to get to 20,000. Yeah, the SPX up 19. Yeah, the transport's down 20. Little weakness in some of the rail stocks today. Crude oil down $1.22. Just to let you know, we watch all the time. We watch gold versus the GDX. And the GDX, which is the gold stock index, usually leads the gold market. Well, I'll tell you right now, for a week, I've been warning that crude oil was going to sell off, even though it was way up this morning, because the crude oil stocks have been acting so poorly. And that's exactly what happened in there. Correlations are a big thing on our site. You had silver up 36, great day for silver, almost like a January effect, that you had gold and silver go up in spite of the dollar rally. Advanced decline all day was strong. That's how you knew the ESs weren't going to get pounded today. VIX, typical action when nothing happens over the weekend in the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebrations. Nothing, and let's say domestically, the VIX down 119, the VIX futures down 134 in here. You have the Nikkei up 270. German market down fractionally, the Chinese market up about 1%. Actually, the TLT up 51. Now, let me explain what I was mentioning about the bonds. We were showing in here that last week there was an imbalance with the TLT where there was big old sell programs in the overall market and big old buy programs in the bond market on the last day of the year. Well, the key in there is, and we saw this earlier in the week, is if you go to Analyze tab and put TLT up here, this is the Analyze tab with Thinkorswim, and you go into back here in February, the normal February expiration, and what we're going to do in there is we're actually going to go on the upper right, and we're going to go to about December 20th, and you're going to see that these options traded all, you'll see, not much anything. The February options, not these, the Februaries. As you see in here, not much anything in the 126s. 32 traded, 1 trade, that's nothing. Watch what happens the next day. 115,000? What the heck is going on? So the idea is there were people betting that this TLT was going to bounce with that rebalance. The interesting thing is the rebalance was on Friday. You would think that on Friday, all these people buying would have been selling. Think again. Go to the TLT for February. Go into the open interest, and guess what? The open interest is still 114,000. None of those buyers ever got out. That was a big old tip-off that the TLT was probably going to resume its rally, and that's what exactly happened. So now with that, but it's interesting on how option activity like that works. We go over option activity, we go over correlations, you name it, we try to go over it. Whatever can make people more money is the way we do things. And, you know, the more performance that is increased with our subscribers, the more loyal subscribers they become. I try to do 3 things. I try to teach, I try to come up with ideas to make you money, and try to be entertaining. And I'm a heck of a lot more entertaining when you're up money that day, that's for sure. So to let you know, we still have the $7 30-day trial. And this includes the chat room where I'm on 9 to 10 in the morning. You have the premium videos, a lot more in depth than what you're hearing now. The email alerts where every morning I show at least 6 stock ideas, show at least 6 index and futures charts, and I'll show unusual option activity when I think you can make money on it. The other thing in here we include a forum, which is a message-based sort of message board-based way to communicate with me. You can always send me emails too. The meetup is a very important part of this package. When we do learning videos, we don't charge you $99 a pop. We always just do anywhere from 20-minute to 1-hour videos and then put them in our learning series. When you're a subscriber, you get all these thrown in with your subscription. Those are all an hour long. But starting this week, I'm going to do these. The wiggle and keep with a strategy, using correlations, power pre-market activity, how to stop overtrading, overcome the fear of missing out, and intraday relative strength. The idea on these is some of them for to cross over other ones. But they're all 20 minutes. I'll also have a question and answer, and they all then go into the learning series, all come with your subscription. They are free as long as you're a subscriber. So I hope you can take advantage of these. It's really been a huge hit, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Have a great night.